Hey, what is going on my fellow Vault dwellers? VatiWah here, and welcome back to Fallout 4 Mod Review Boobpocalypse. This is episode 5. So right now I'm just sitting under this red light from the previous episode, and it kind of reminds me of like the fall season, like autumn or something. All Trees Have Leaves by Ciprriano is a mod that adds leaves to the leafless trees in Fallout 4. So we are looking at the autumn version where the trees are in the process of changing. You can see a little bit of green, however most of the leaves are yellow or orange. Ah yes, we're outside of Drumlin Diner with the warm lighting, and the diner is surrounded by all of these beautiful colorful trees. And isn't this gorgeous, guys? Beautiful. Walking through the autumn forest kinda gives a very different vibe than playing this on default.
Oh, what I wouldn't give for a camera right now.
And yes, Piper, a camera would be a great thing to capture the moment. Now there is also a spring version. The spring version adds mostly green leaves to the tree. Again, there is no reason for trees not to thrive again after like a nuclear apocalypse. Maybe these are like mutant trees or something, who knows. Now coupled with a touch of greenery, it looks like the plants are just growing wild everywhere, just retaking everything that man built. It's very nice effect, it's very cool, a very nice atmosphere, I like it. I am still wet and sweaty from the previous episode, so I better slip into something warmer just so I don't catch a cold, like Vaultsuit Retexture by zozof, and it introduces a few eye-catching vault suits that looks pretty damn cool and futuristic. The first one is white retexture, and the entire suit is white with hexagonal patterns on certain parts of the suit, mostly around like the chest, the back, the sides of the suits. Now there is a second white version where the inner thighs and the butts are now colored black. There is also a third version where the colors of the inner sleeves of the upper part of the suit is also black as well. Now I think the white version kind of reminds me of like an astronaut, or maybe for like a jumpsuit for someone working in a lab. There is a black retexture, and the first one we have here only has the hexagonal patterns on the top part of my vault suit, and there is also the cable that goes from my chest to the bottom of my back, which is neon green. The second black version adds the hexagonal pattern to the bottom half of the jumpsuit, and the cable that goes from my front to my back is also now turned black. Interestingly enough, there is a third black version, and it's pretty much the same as the second one, except it has green cables again. The hexagonal patterns kind of reminds me of what a soccer player would wear, particularly the goalie. Finally, we have the blue version, which is my favorite because it's the same color as the default jumpsuit, except it has the hexagonal patterns as well. Now, for the blue one, there is only one version. The suit has plenty of 111 to let us know that you are a blue 111, yes. With this suit, I kind of want to blow something up. I don't know why, but I just want to like make something go kaboom or something. Jesters Better Destroyed Vehicles by Jester retextures most, if not all, of the vehicles in Fallout 4. The cars and trucks now look a bit more rusted and messed up. The textures are the same size as default and the vanilla textures, so there shouldn't be any performance issues or any frame rate drops. It seems rather interesting that mod authors are trying to retexture things in a way to make them look better and perhaps even use higher resolution, and it's just kind of weird, like trying to maintain that dilapidated look to it as well at the same time. It's a very interesting balance. There is also a lot more brown spots where the paint has worn off and rust has taken its place. Nothing like having horrible accuracy while shooting at these cars here. Now the explosion is always a sight to behold. First time these cars explode, I was amazed. And I do notice that the bullet casings disappear after a few seconds after landing on the ground, which kind of sucks in my opinion. Shell Rain by pauderek makes it so all the shell casings from your spent rounds stay on the ground a little bit longer. Shell Rain allows shells to stay on the ground for about 10 minutes or 600 seconds before disappearing. In the vanilla version, default-wise, the shells disappear after 5 seconds, so it's kind of weird how they just disappear so quickly. The mod also makes it so the shells appear at longer distances, and bullet holes can be seen at further distances. So right now I shot the Concord Tower, and I'm going to cross the river over to Sanctuary, and I could still see the bullet hole when I zoomed in right on the water tower. Very nice. It works for all bullets and shotgun shells. Now the maximum number of visible cells that can appear at the same time is 1500. So right here, I have a minigun and I'm going to shoot it for about 2 minutes straight to see what kind of a mess the bunch of shells are going to look like. It's raining shells, hallelujah, it's raining shells. Now, so right here, we have a mess of shells from my 5mm shooting spree. It does kind of make you think about all the shells that you leave behind, and yeah, we're such a litter bug. With all the ammo and bullets that we're using, it might be hard to find more or sometimes expensive to buy from traders, so we can use Craftable Ammo by Crick, which allows us to craft ammo. So we can go to a chemistry station and we could go under utility where we can craft any ammo that we want, like these 308 rounds right here, or 38 caliber rounds, and there are many other different rounds. Now they all do require quite a bit of materials and ingredients to craft. Every time I craft it, I get 50 of that ammo. However, you can install other versions that allows you to get 10, 25, or 100 rounds instead every time you craft it. You can also craft exotic rounds like cryo shells, flaming fuel, fusion shells, and even mini nukes as long as you have the crafting materials to do so. Now this should ease your ammo conservation and get rid of some of that junk in your inventory. But dang it, firing my weapons make me worried about my brand new nails here. Nail Polish by ClaryKitty is the first mod that we have that changes the nails of our characters. We have Green Apple, which reminds me of radiation. Azure to match our Vault suit, you know, blue and blue. Black if you're into gothic or emo. Carmine, which is a very bright red. Eggplant, which is purple, and it does remind me of Saints Row. Emerald, which is a darker green color compared to apple green that we saw earlier. Goldenrod is yellow, which matches the yellow parts of our Vault suit. Indigo, which is bluish, bluish purple here. Red is a darker shade of red compared to Carmine. Now Ruby is bright pink for those that like a girly color. Snow White in case you want to use whiteout to paint your nails. And then finally we have Ultramarine, which looks like the color of ultraviolet light, like black light. The nails also applies to all female NPCs like Trudy here. There is also a chip version because, well, we manhandle everything in the game, so pretty much our nails are bound to get all scratched up. After that, we have the faded version where the nail polish is faded by 50%, so the coloring on our nails are more lightly colored. You can also install polished nails for males as well if you're into that sort of things. Anyways, I am VatiWah, hope you sexy beasts enjoy, and if you did, make sure to bang that like and subscribe button, bang it good. Now all the links for the mods I reviewed are in the video description below if you want to check them out. Make sure to follow me on Twitter and on the Steam group. Again, links can be found in the video description below. Well then, stay sexy my friends, stay sexy my Vault dwellers.